my dream so fair. I stood in old Jerusalem, beside the temple there. I heard the children singing, and ever as they sang, methought the voice of angels from heaven in answer rang. Methought the voice of angels from heaven in answer rang. Jerusalem, Jerusalem, lift up your gates and sing. Hosanna in the highest. Hosanna to your King. And then methought my dream was changed, the streets no longer rang. Hushed to the glad hosannas, the little children sang. The sun grew dark with mystery, the morn was cold and chill, as the shadow of a cross arose upon a lonely hill. As the shadow of a cross arose upon a lonely hill. Jerusalem, Jerusalem, lift up your gates and sing. Hosanna in the highest. Hosanna to your King. And once again the scene was changed, the earth there seemed to be. I saw the holy city beside the tideless sea. The light of God was on its streets, the gates were opened wide, and all who would might enter, and no one was denied. No need of moon or stars by night, or sun to shine by day. It was
wonderful, the holy city, Jerusalem. And believe it or not, that's the first time myself and Seamus have done that in concert, which is hard to believe. Wonderfully played. And that, ladies and gentlemen, was a special request from a dear friend of ours, Kathy Kordsmeyer. So Kathy, I hope you enjoyed that. She sprung that upon us last night at dinner. So we scurried home and looked at it online, but actually myself and Seamus have both performed that piece individually on so many different occasions, and a great addition to the programme, I think. And that particular piece brings back great memories for me, because just last year I performed that at Temple Square in Salt Lake City with the Mormon Tabernacle Choir, which was quite an occasion. We were out in Utah doing some concerts, and it was on a Sunday morning that they asked me to come in and perform with them. We were playing in a place called Grand America, the Grand America Hotel in Salt Lake City, and they had reached out a couple of weeks prior. They heard I was in town, and they were hoping, we had been trying to work it out for a while to coordinate singing with them, and they invited me to their morning service, and it was actually a broadcast to networks all over the world. And now the broadcast, the funny thing is when you look at this stuff online, you're thinking to yourself, oh, that must have been sometime in the evening, and everyone was well warmed up. I had to sing it at 7 a.m, and I arrived to Temple Square, and with the Tabernacle Choir, they're just so prepared and organized. They have a 100-piece orchestra and 350 singers, so you can imagine the detail and coordination is on a different level than anything I've ever experienced before, even having toured for years in big productions. And so the cameras are all set and ready to go, and there's about 10,000 people in the arena, and they, needless to say, have to do a run through to make sure camera angles are right and everything's sounding fine and all that. And the problem was they asked me to sing both that and Danny Boy with them, but they asked me to do both songs twice before the actual broadcast. So by the time it got to the broadcast, I was looking for an IV somewhere, because I'd had about 4 hours sleep, and but they did me up nicely with makeup, so I looked awake. And I sang Jerusalem, the Holy City with them, and I have to say it was one of those kind of pinch me moments, because from growing up singing in choir and growing up in church, I'd been raised on choral music and had sort of idolized the Tabernacle Choir and that incredible sound that they have, and they travel all over the world performing with various ensembles and artists, and to have been invited to do it was a huge honor. But for the second song that they asked me to do, I'd been down front in front of the orchestra for the first one, and the second one I was up on the platform, and I literally was surrounded by 350 singers, and I cannot tell you how distracting that is when you're trying to focus and the eyes of the world are on you. But it was, I have to say, it was probably the least nervous I've ever been for performance. Do you ever have a moment in your life that you just felt like you were ready for? Well, that really was a moment I felt I was prepared for and ready for, and really got to just relax and enjoy it, and stayed awake for the whole thing as well. So it was so that song. So Kathy, thank you for requesting that. That song brings back wonderful memories for us. Okay. He's told me what it is without telling me what it is. It's a kind of when you work together for 10 years, this happens. It's like a marriage. He knows what to do before you. It's kind of I'm dreaming tonight of a place I love, reverb, even more than I usually do. And although I know it's a long road back, I promise you
have snow and mistletoe and presents by the tree. Christmas Eve will find me where the love light gleams. I'll be home for Christmas if only